Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we are taking a look at some of my first battles of Season 11, featuring my favorite ALOLAN Pokemon, TOUCANNON. TOUCANNON is a normal and flying type Pokemon with an unusual moveset: Bullet Seed, Drill Peck, and Rock Blast. TOUCANNON is exceedingly attack weighted in Pokemon Go, meaning that unfortunately it's not the best for GBL. However, we actually got some really fun wins with it. So without further ado, let's hop into the matches and check out TOUCANNON in action in the Great League. Hopping to the first match, leading Defense Deoxys into Shadow Hitmonchan, incredibly good lead. The opponent safe switches into a Shadow Granbull, and this immediately has me worried that it could be Double Charm. I'm going to go for the Psycho Boost to get a shield advantage, and then bring in Pidgeot. Pidgeot is significantly tankier than TOUCANNON, so we're able to tank the Shadow Charms a lot better, and then we're going to look to commit to the Gust Farm Down, which we are just able to do, and we leave with a move. This is absolutely massive, and I am not baiting. If they bring back in the Hitmonchan, which they do, I am going straight for the Brave Bird to get the KO or grab the shield. They do not shield, and it takes them out. And the final Pokemon is a second Charmer. So our first match with this team, we are going up against a double Charm line. My plan here is basically just to grab the shield with a Psycho Boost. Unfortunately, they don't shield the first, so we're going to try again. Alright, take two. We're going to grab a shield with the Psycho Boost, which we do, and now it's TOUCANNON time. Look how much damage those charms are doing to TOUCANNON. TOUCANNON getting absolutely shredded, able to fire off the Drill Peck, and that's a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Electrode, and this is a massive problem. Electrode is a big core breaker for this team, and to add insult to injury, we lag a bunch at the beginning of the match, and we actually end up missing out on a counter. They go for the foul play, I'm going to farm up, and then I'm going to try and go for back-to-back Psycho Boosts. First one, I am expecting them to shield, and then I will be able to reach Psycho Boost number 2 in the middle of that third Volt Switch, and this will be doing a sizable chunk of damage, but actually instead they decide to shield it. They're going for a farm down, they decide against it, they try and catch on Diggersby, but we're able to save that Psycho Boost for later, and we're able to bring in Pidgeot. And Pidgeot is a great response to Diggersby. Pidgeot does have some okay bulk, so even though Diggersby is going to be able to spam out these fire punches, Pidgeot is more than equipped to absorb this damage. And then my plan is to farm up rather significantly, and then go for the Brave Bird to secure the KO. They go for another Fire Punch, and now in comes that Brave Bird. I am actually going to undercharge it and try and farm down. Hopefully I undercharged the correct amount, but I didn't. I undercharged too much. They're able to reach a move, and I'm forced to commit a shield. That is not ideal, but then the opponent makes an aggressive swap into Frostlass. We're able to land the Brave Bird, and we farm down with TOUCANNON. Back in comes Electrode, and Electrode is at a move. I should just let this go because I have a Psycho Boost on Defense Deoxys, but you know what? I am trying to feature TOUCANNON. We commit the shield, we're going for the Rock Blast. Rock Blast gets them low, and they throw the charge move. And at this point, this game is over. We have the Psycho Boost on Defense Deoxys. Defense Deoxys is able to take out the Electrode, and then one counter will be taken care of that Diggersby, and that is a good game. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Shadow Nidoqueen. This is a lead I absolutely love to see. I may not be able to win this lead, as they will typically double shield, but I am more than happy to take a 2-0 shield advantage in this situation, and hopefully that should allow my Flyers in the back to sweep in the endgame. So I am going for that first Psycho Boost. They absolutely have to shield it, and now I'm going for Psycho Boost number 2. They will survive it, but it will get them quite low, so they do commit the second shield, and just like that, Defense Deoxys is able to get my backline a 2-0 shield advantage. I am going to let myself go down, and then it is TOUCANNON time, and TOUCANNON is able to get a Bullet Seed through as they throw. That is quite nice, and then I'm going to look to overfarm slightly. Unfortunately, the game lags a bunch, and then I just throw as soon as it unlags, just because I wasn't quite sure where they were at in terms of energy. And the Drill Peck plus a Bullet Seed able to take them out, but they have Wall Rain in the back, and I have 2 Flyers. Things could not be going much worse. I go for the Rock Blast that does a solid chunk of damage, and now in comes Pidgeot, and unfortunately, we're just going to have to tank a move. We get outpaced here. I'm going to have to tank a move, and then I'm going to go for a very aggressive farm down. This is going to be exceedingly close. Icicle Spear is shielded, My opponent lags a little bit, they catch back up, and we're able to farm down. So lag playing a massive role in this match, unfortunately. We go for the Brave Bird, able to land it onto Jellicent, and the question is, does this Jellicent have Ice Beam? If they do, they can take out the Toucannon, but if they don't, Toucannon will be able to close the match, and it's the moment of truth. Do they have it? They do not. They have Bubble Beam. Toucannon able to farm down, and that's a good game. Unfortunately, lag did play a fairly significant role in quite a few matches that I played today. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Shadow Wall Rain, and the opponent concedes the match. Not quite sure what happened, but we take those. Hopping into the final match of the first set, we are 4-0 looking for the 5-0 with Toucannon, and we pick up a pretty decent lead Defense Deoxys into Galarian Stunfisk. If we see a Galarian Stunfisk on this team, absolutely preferred to see it on the lead. We're able to hit them for super effective damage with counter, and I'm going to farm up to 100 energy before I start unloading these Psycho Boosts. Unfortunately, Psycho Boost is going to be single resisted and debuffs my attack by 2 stages the first 2 times that I use it. So unfortunately, this third one is not going to be enough to KO, but it will get it low enough that after they empty energy onto the Defense Deoxys, I should be able to farm down with Pidgeot, and then hopefully that Galarian Stunfisk was covering either for a fighter or for a grass type that my flyers in the back can handle. But unfortunately, it is neither of those, as it is a Skarmory in the back, and things are not looking good as neither one of my Pokemon have a great matchup against Skarmory. They go for the Sky Attack, it lands, I'm going to fire back with the Brave Bird, needing this to land, and it does land, and now I'm going to aggressively switch into Toucannon. Our fast moves are double resisted, but this Rock Blast will hit for some solid neutral damage. Rock Blast, almost taking them out. The final Pokemon in the back is Medicham, and I just have to hope that they do not have Power Up Punch. If they have Power Up Punch, they are going to be able to just farm through the remainder of my team, but as you see, they do have Power Up Punch. I am not able to reach the Drill Peck, and unfortunately, that will be a good game, as I'm just not able to do enough damage to this Medicham, and I get taken out. So unfortunately, no 5-0 set, but a 4-1, still off to a very good start. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Masquerain, the absolute spice. It's the season of spice, and I am absolutely getting spiced on. I save switch into Toucannon, and unfortunately this team's nemesis reemerges in Electrode. They decide to throw energy, so I'm just going to let this go. There's really not a point in shielding, as then they could just Volt Switch me down. I'm going to bring in Defense Deoxys and try and go for a very aggressive counter farm down. This is going to be very close, but I think I can make it. Come on, Defense Deoxys. We are not able to get there. Electrode reaches a move on 1 HP, and I'm forced to commit a shield. So now I'm down on shields and I don't have switch advantage. And the final Pokemon in the back is a Shadow Ampharos. So this trainer is running Masquerain Double Electric, truly embodying the spirit of the Season of Spice. We're going to go for triple Psycho Boost here, but unfortunately after debuffing ourselves, these Psycho Boosts honestly do not do a lot to Ampharos. I'm low enough where I'm forced to hard switch into the Pidgeot, but this Shadow Ampharos has quite a bit of energy. I am going to commit the shield. At this point, they can just outpace me, but then for some reason they switch in Masquerain into Pidgeot, and maybe we have a chance. That is a huge misplay by the opponent. They go for a Bubble Beam, they'll be able to lower my attack, but if I can leave with 2 moves loaded, we may have a chance to pull off this game. Pidgeot, able to get the Gust through, but it looks like we are not going to be able to leave with 2 Feather Dances. We are going to be 1 short, so this is going to be very close. We go for the Feather Dance, and a Volt Switch does go through, which means that the second Volt Switch will take us out before we reach Feather Dance number 2, and that is a good game. So a very cool Spice team by that opponent, not quite able to get the win. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Magcargo. This is exactly where we want to see Magcargo, and they decide to top left. My guess is they probably went into the wrong league, but you know what? We're counting it as a win for Toucannon. All right, we have Defense Deoxys into Swampert in the next match. Again, pretty neutral lead. I will be able to spam out these Psycho Boosts and do quite a bit of damage while I'm here, but unfortunately, Swampert is able to spam out these Hydro Cannons, and Hydro Cannon does a lot of damage as well. Second Hydro Cannon, I will commit the shield, and then I'm going to go for the double Psycho Boost. They have to shield one, otherwise I will be able to take them out. They decide not to shield the first, which makes me think they may just let it go down, which they do. They actually let it go down. They have Wall Rain in the back, and I switch in my Toucannon because I'm 4 stages debuffed on my attack, but this is not good. The fact that they have an Ice Water type in the back, I am in big trouble. Icicle Spear, more than enough to take out Toucannon. Probably takes out an entire flock of Toucannon at this point, and I bring back in the Defense Deoxys. This should be a range where Icicle Spear will come very close to taking me out. Not quite, but it does get me very low. And the final Pokemon in the back is the pre-evolution. They are running Shadow Celium, double Ice into double Flyer. I'm not going to be able to win that match. Hopping to the next match, leading Defense Deoxys into Galarian Stunfisk. Last time we faced the G-Fisk lead, unfortunately, we were not able to get the win, so now we are on our revenge tour. Like last time, they're going straight for the Earthquake. We tanked that no problem, and we're going to keep farming up energy, but this time they actually decide to go for a Rock Slide. Rock Slide does not KO, but it should put me into Mud Shot farm down range. There, I do accidentally go over 100 energy. Definitely not something I should have done, as that made me take an extra Mud Shot, and now I may not be able to reach the third Psycho Boost. We're going for it, and we're not able to get there, so a pretty big misplay by me, but I will be able to farm down with Toucannon, and we'll have to see what my opponent has in the back. They are waiting, and then they bring in Defense Deoxys. Obviously, this is not great. Defense Deoxys has Rock Slide and Thunderbolt, but I do have a small energy lead, so I wanted to go for the 2 Drill Pecks, but then the game lags a whole lot, finally unfreezes, and I'm going to start launching these Drill Pecks at the Defense Deoxys. First Drill Peck able to land, and this second Drill Peck should be getting them deep into the red health. And the fact that they're letting this go, you know what? It's a Toucannon showcase. I'm going to shield up the Toucannon. They go for the Rock Slide. I think they're going to get to a second move before I farm down, so I actually decide to go for the Drill Peck just so I can guarantee the KO, but they decide to shield. The fact that they shield on that low of health makes me think they're weak in the back, and if it's a G-Fisk, it very well could be a Trevenant, and the Trevenant appears. We are going for the Drill Peck. Drill Peck does grab the shield, and unfortunately, we have not 1 but 2 normal flying types, and this absolutely walls Trevenant, as they can just throw nothing here. Seed Bomb, single resisted. Shadow Ball, double resisted. This Trevenant is in an absolute world of hurt, and Pidgeot is just going to commit to the farm down. They reach another Seed Bomb. That is totally fine by me, as we tank that no problem. We're going to leave with the Brave Bird, and Brave Bird is going to be way overkill on that Defense Deoxys, but that is a good game. And I do have one final battle that was done much later on in the evening, and we pick up the Nightmare lead. Defense Deoxys into Sableye. We save switch into our Toucannon, and again, we are hard countered as we are met with Registeel. This is a terrible matchup for us. We're forced to go for resisted Drill Pecks, which honestly aren't doing a lot of damage, whereas Zap Cannon is going to absolutely vaporize our poor Toucan. No point in shielding here. This is a terrible matchup. Instead, I'm going to go for a very ambitious farm down with Defense Deoxys. I will have to tank a Zap Cannon, but I'm hopeful I will be able to counter down before they reach a second move, and the fact that I got that counter through as they threw, I think I will be able to. So we are going for the counter down, we're able to get it, we're debuffed, but we're going to save that energy for later and bring in Pidgeot, and if you notice that Sableye is not switching, and that gives me hope that they could be weak in the back. They go for the foul play. I will commit the shield. We're farming up, and they bring in the final Pokemon, and they are weak. It is Medicham. I go for the Feather Dance. The opponent with a very nice call, recognizing that I would not Brave Bird there, but since we lowered their attack, we should be able to tank any one move. So I'm going to no shield. They go for the Psychic, and then trying to commit to the farm down with Pidgeot, but they're able to reach a move. This should just be the Power-Up Punch, which I can survive. And then we have the Feather Dance loaded for when Sableye comes back in. This, of course, is going to drop their attack by 2 stages. And then I'm going to throw 1 Gust. I believe that should put it into Thunderbolt range. And now we're going to take advantage of that 100 energy we stored, going for the Thunderbolt, and Sableye throws a move. At this point, I have to shield everything. I will commit the shield, and we're able to reach the Thunderbolt. The question is, were we able to get the Sableye low enough? It doesn't KO, but one more counter does, and that's a good game. All in all, I had a lot of fun running Toucannon. Unfortunately, it is super attack weighted, so it is pretty bad for the Go Battle League. Definitely not a Pokemon I'd recommend investing in, but for me personally, it's my favorite Alolan Pokemon. So even if it was the worst Pokemon in Go Battle League, I'll be honest, I was still gonna build one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.